Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Wednesday, y'all! Well, did Kim Kardashian ruin Marilyn Monroe's dress? And will Wendy Williams attend the final episode of her show? We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! What's going on, Beauty Besties? Happy hump day to you, sugar. Happy Wednesday to you, darling. How's your hump day going? Is your hump day humping? We're halfway through the week, y'all. I've missed you. I hope you had a great weekend. I don't know if y'all remember, but I was in Seattle last week and Ellensburg last weekend for my little cousin's graduation. Super proud of her. Got a chance to see my family. It was a great time had by all. My little cousin graduated magna cum laude. And I'm just so got a chance to see Mommy Mel perform. So it was just a really great time. Back on the East Coast, heading to Houston today. So I'll see y'all in Houston on Friday from my hotel room, y'all. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. But baby, let's jump into these hot topics, baby, because it is hot. Well, the time has come, not for us to lip sync for our life, but to say goodbye to the Wendy Williams show. So this Friday marks the end of an era, almost 14 seasons of the Wendy Williams show as we know it. As everyone knows, Wendy has been out all season, all year. Miss Mama took a whole year off from work, honey. She's been out all year, and the show has been steadily moving along with nothing but guest hosts all season. This Friday, June 17th, marks the end of its last original episode. And so this week, Sherri Shepherd is guest hosting, and Sherri will be hosting the very final episode of the Wendy Williams show. You know, I feel some kind of way. Not that I was a huge fan of Wendy Williams, and whether you like her or hate her, what she did for television was definitely something for the history books. And it's rather actually kind of sad that I don't know if her team couldn't work it out with the producers of the show or vice versa, but it's so sad that actually Wendy can't host her final episode for her show. As you guys also know that, once the Wendy Williams show ends, Sherri Shepherd has gotten her own show, and so Sherri will be taking on that time slot. So it's a little serendipitous that Sherri's ending the Wendy Williams show in this time slot because Sherri's show will also take place and fall in the exact same time slot as well. So how are they planning on honoring Wendy Williams? I'm so glad you asked, Beauty Besties. Because y'all know they could not have that show and not acknowledge its iconic host. So according to insiders, they plan on doing a video montage and a tribute to Wendy Williams for this final episode. Now, are you guys planning on watching the final episode of the Wendy Williams show, aka the Sherri Shepherd show? But I hope they do us a good solid of Wendy's finest moments. And when I say finest, we need audio clips. We need the fight between her and Omarosa. We need all the salaciousness from all the other hosts. And it's actually kind of, because I don't know if you guys remember, I remember watching the Wendy Williams show when it first premiered. That was a smooth, solid 13 years ago when Wendy was still wearing heels and not those sneakers. But y'all remember Wendy could not book a guest on her talk show? They used to do a full hour of Ask Wendy because celebrities refused to come on the Wendy Williams show. And the folks that they could book, they would call in. So Wendy came a long way. So I hope that it's going to be a great montage and a tribute to Wendy, because what Wendy did, again, for television talk show history was definitely iconic, and it's so sad to see the show end the way it's ending without Wendy in her purple chair. But again, I'm sure we'll see Wendy back on the airwaves and maybe some form of TV show. But the Wendy Williams show as we know it will officially come to an end this Friday, June 17th. This will actually be a show that I will be recording so I can rewatch it at a later date. So let me know what you think here. Will you be watching the finale of the Wendy Williams show? But let's move on. Well, it looks like Blac Chyna can't catch a break ever since she went down that rabbit hole of chasing the Kardashians after that defamation lawsuit, which, by the way, she lost. It looks like Kris Jenner, her Rumpelstiltskin self, may have put a hex or a spell or a curse or something on Blac Chyna, child, because Blac Chyna can't even get ahead. So much so that the Kardashians' lawyers have now filed paperwork for the sum of $391,094 for the cost of the litigation. And baby, that's not even the attorney fees. Eek! But you know what gets me is the breakdown of all the litigation fees. So for example, $184,871.71 was spent, according to the lawyers, on models, enlargements, and copies. Baby, I don't know what type of fancy enlargement and copies coming out of the FedEx for $184,871.71. And what does models and enlargements mean anyways? Did they create a model of the Jenner Kardashian household or the China Kardashian household for the courts to see? I'm trying to figure out how they got to that $184,871.71. Well, Black China has to not only... So the judge has to sign off on this in order for this to actually go into effect and them to try to get money out of Black China. So Black China is now facing not only trying to fight this appeal for this defamation lawsuit, but now she has to pay, especially if the judge signs off, the litigation fees of the Kardashians and possibly the attorney fees. Because if they're going to slap her with litigation fees, y'all know they're going to slap her with attorney fees. Hello. So Black China, guess, girl, how's the OnlyFans doing? Y'all know they took down the GoFundMe account for China Child, so I hope she out here shucking and jiving and trying to scrape up these coins some kind of way, honey. Oh, but let's move on. I don't feel sorry for Black China in this moment. Neither do I feel sorry for the Kardashians. I really feel like nobody should have to pay anybody's court fees, but I digress. Let's move on. Well, speaking of the Kardashians, it's now being said that Kim, who famously and infamously wore Marilyn Monroe's "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" dress to the Met Gala, is now saying that the dress has been reported to have slight damages post-Kardashian wear. Are we surprised about this alleged damage? I will say not, especially since Marilyn Monroe and Kim Kardashian did not have the same measurements, especially since, the plastic enhancement weren't so readily available to Marilyn Monroe back in the day. And the fact of the matter is that dress that Marilyn wore was custom built for Marilyn. The story goes that Marilyn wanted a custom built dress that only Marilyn could wear. So Marilyn hired a designer who bought souffle gauze. Apparently that material doesn't even exist anymore, from France. And yes, honey, France. And they draped, Marilyn stood there naked. They draped the fabric across Marilyn and basically sewed Marilyn into that dress to hug every single nook, crevice, and cranny and curve on Marilyn's body. So much so that the way they draped the gauze, they did it so that Marilyn didn't have to wear undergarments underneath. We see what you was trying to do, Marilyn. You was trying to give the president a little after birthday party cake. But we see what you did, sugar. But I digress. So y'all know the dress was purchased by Ripley, believe it or not, for $4.81 million. And the dress was at the Ripley, believe it or not, in Florida, in Orlando. And now it's being, I guess it's on loan, or it's being housed at the Ripley, believe it or not, in California. And so the historian / collector who worked with the auction house to sell it to Ripley, believe it or not, said that he went to see the dress in person in California and that the back of the dress looks distressed where the zipper was. The fabric was slightly torn. He also said that there were crystals missing, and the fact that some crystals were hanging on by a thread proved that Kim Kardashian wearing the dress damaged the dress. Now, Kardashian nor Ripley, believe it or not, are saying that the dress is being damaged. In fact, Kim said that she took extra caution in wearing that dress, so much so that she actually only wore Marilyn's dress for, a few minutes on the red carpet and then immediately switching to a replica for the rest of the party. And Ripley also said that, they did their due diligence and worked with different people to make sure that, Kim could wear the dress without further damaging it. Now, y'all realize this dress is 60 years old. And so this historian / collector is saying lies, that the dress is distressed. The dress was hollering because, again, Kim Kardashian's legs, body, hips is not the same portion as, Marilyn's. So here's my thing. I feel like all of a sudden, this dress was sitting in a hole. Ripley's, believe it or not, for God knows how long since they purchased it, was on nobody's radar. Now that Kim has worn it, it's now on everybody's radar. And now they're treating this as if Kim was wearing a Van Gogh, a Monet, or some type of either historical garment that she's just destroyed. And I realize, Van Gogh and Monet did not make clothing, but it's the equivalent of just some kind of world history type of thing. At the end of the day, it was only worn by Marilyn Monroe, but I understand the significance behind that. Now, here's my thing. What do y'all think? Should Kim Kardashian have ever worn this dress anyways? Should Ripley, believe it or not, had loaned it out? And if this dress is really damaged, it tells us that this dress needs to be preserved in a way that there's no further damage that could come to it. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it, but let's move on. Congratulations goes out to J Hud, aka Miss Jennifer Hudson, for becoming the second black woman to be an EGOT winner. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. And so, for fun fact, by the way, Black History fact, do you know who the first black woman is to become an EGOT winner? Whoopi Goldberg. So Jennifer Hudson has joined the greatness like Whoopi Goldberg as becoming an EGOT winner. Now, there's only 17 EGOT winners prior to Jennifer Hudson. So again, a super limited club. And Jennifer, most recently, y'all know the Tony Awards were on Sunday. And most recently, Jennifer won for co-producing a play that won Best Musical called Strange Loop on Broadway. So congratulations, J Hud. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment. Most importantly, check the notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? I do. Have a great hump day. Bye, guys.